I I did it? Yeah, no, like, what do you mean I did it? You're telling me the one day where I don't want to record and I decide to push myself through it, I do it? I was not expecting that. Normally, I would show myself talking during this part of the video, but I was actually so distraught of recording that day, I didn't talk a single time during this entire challenge. I start off by going over and cooking all my food like I normally would, almost cooking the flavor, but realizing that's probably not a good idea. Throughout the entire Shores biome, I only find one crate besides the two at the very beginning. I go up, I open up my ancient statues, considering I'm alone. I get an anti-rope cannon, which really helps me out later on in the game. I make my way through roots, only finding 2 or 3 chests, giving me a grappling gun, which is really good, and band-aids as well, which really helps me out. I cook it with a portable stove that I find, and climb up to the very top of the mountain. After making it to the top, I go over and I open up my ancient statue, giving me a cure-all. This is a really good pool. I put it in my backpack, I put my backpack back on, and I walk over to light my campfire. I see an explorer's luggage behind a bush, and this really excites me. I go over to open it, and get another rescue claw, and that's really good. I also get a rope spool, but those are kind of useless when it comes to, solo. But again, I have to take it. So I replaced the ropes I already had with that rope spool. I continue on my journey. To my absolute applause, I find out that it's Mesa Day. I much rather prefer Mesa over Alpines, because Alpines is so annoying having to duck in the little nook and crannies after every 20 seconds. In Mesa, you always have to hide, so you never forget where you are and what you're doing. I make my way through Mesa, going through every single shadow I can find during the daytime, using my cure-all way more than I should have, taking 2 swigs out of the entire thing, and even finishing it all in the singular biome. I spend most of my time in Mesa, but I managed to get through it, hiding in little nooks and crannies during the entire daytime because I hate going out and having to worry about the sun destroying my body. Yes, no, that is not a real joke. Do not make fun of me. I actually end up dying trying to do something fun with my rescue claw, landing right into a cactus and dying immediately. Luckily all the weight let me go, and I was able to just pull out the thorns one by one. It was really annoying, but I eventually got out of it. I make my way to the top and find the ancient statue tucked in this little spot over here. I run over here, I open it up, and I get another cure-all. This is really good because I drank all of my cure-all in this singular biome. Giving me another one is really good because it gives me a chance to redo my mistakes. Now, I almost believe that I don't make this jump here, but by the tip of my tongue, I barely make it, taking some burning damage and luckily not falling into the lava. After some jumping around, I finally make it to the end and start climbing my way up to receive my rewards. I just entirely ignore the luggage at the very beginning and jump over to open up my ancient statue. I get an anti-rope spool, which is surprisingly the exact opposite of a normal rope spool, being extremely useful in solo runs. I discard my band-aid and take my ancient rope spool. I finally make my way up to the very top, at the very start of the kiln, cooking myself a med kit and a few other things I need to cook, and make my way up the kiln. Well, now I actually lose my anti-rope spool here. I kind of forget that it floats and it gets stuck at the top of the little cavern there. I actually prefer the anti-rope spool over the rescue claw, so I actually end up combining the two. Jumping up using the rescue claw to grab the anti-rope spool. I know, trick shot. And continuing on with my journey. After about 10 minutes of even more climbing, I make it to about the very top, and I almost die. horrified I might fall down and lose everything I've worked so hard to get. I sit there for a minute, contemplating what just happened. I continue to climb up. I go higher and I go higher. My heart's pounding and pounding until I realize I did it.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I did it! Oh my gosh, I did it! Oh!
After so long, I finally complete this stupid challenge, and I hated every part of it from day one. But after all this hard work, I finally completed Peak.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman